Robinson. Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, 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 Tommy Robinson.
One last thing, like the page, Fighting for Justice, share it. We're going on tour next week, London to Edinburgh, Edinburgh to Glasgow, Glasgow to Newcastle. We will never be silenced. They ain't going to keep doing this because we are away. Thank you.
Would have knocked Mohammed's flip-flops right off his feet. Woohoo! If Carlsberg done speeches, that's how you do it. Now, I don't need two mics. You know that, and I know that. Can someone take this mic for me, please? Crikey. This is what I love about you lot, because I'm here supporting you. Thanking you for letting me come here. Take your attention off them for a minute. I've got a lovely, lovely little thing to tell you. Folks, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming. Now let me tell you, we was in the vehicle coming up here getting messages and phone calls, as I'm sure you all were. There was tannoys on the underground saying this demonstration was cancelled. Yeah, doesn't look that cancelled to me. The Mirror. Any reports from the Mirror here? Because I'm going to tell you a new asshole. Reported that the demonstration was cancelled. What a lot of cobblers that is. So, they're having a sing-song. I've got something much better than that. Folks, you guys singing. Come on, come back. Come here, there's more. There's more. Now, I was here to introduce speakers, and that's what I'm going to do. And this is the final one of the day. And I am absolutely thrilled to pieces to introduce this man to you. And you all know him. And I love him. And I fucking love you. Oh, Kevin Carroll! Kevin Carroll! Oh, Kevin Carroll! Kevin Carroll!
Oh yeah! Whoa, Tommy! Whoa, Tommy Robinson! Right, it's great to be here, folks. And I tell you, I'm so humbled. It was a bit dodgy. I didn't make it. I'll get lost putting the washing out. But I'm not coming here to talk about the left or the right. I'm not coming to talk about Christian or Muslim. I'm here today on behalf of my cousin, Tommy Robinson, Stephen Lennon, and the total criminal injustice that was carried out against him. And against you and against me. Because if they can do this to him, they can do it to all of us. Just for having an opinion. Therein lies the crime. This is Stasi Eastern Bloc type of attitude, right? This is the way they behaved behind the Berlin Wall before it was struck down. Incidentally, by a wonderful man called Lutz Buckman, who started Pegida. He's a dear friend of ours. I've just got to put a quick shout out to him because he would be here supporting Tommy, but he's had a bereavement. They lost his father-in-law, and he sends all his best wishes and his love. Now, listening to all the rhetoric and the media, and everybody knows with a half an ounce of common sense that our media and the world's media is corrupt. I don't think, in fact I'm sure, I don't believe there is a newspaper editor from the MSN that can lie straight in bed, because they're that bent and corrupt. Now, everybody's eyes are open now. Everybody's wise to them. Who buys newspapers? Give me a break. Hey, no one, not anymore, because we've lost faith in our media. And one of the greatest, if not the greatest threat to a democracy is a corrupt media, because they're trying to control what you and I are fed. But luckily enough, the British public, a bit too cute for that. You and I, we're wise to it. Now, if you knew Tommy like I knew Tommy, I am telling you, your faith in Tommy Robinson is not misplaced. Because I've never met, I'm blessed that he's my cousin, because I've never met a more courageous, brave man in all my life. Hey, Tommy Robinson! No, that is the gospel truth. And he's the most humble and absolute humility he shows all the time. His feet are on the ground and he absolutely believes in what he's doing. He loves his country, he loves his people, he loves his family. This man has got the three most beautiful children, a loving wife, a loving family. He could be sitting at home, weekends, chilling, relaxing, going on holidays, enjoying himself, his family life, no stress. But he chooses to speak up and stand up on our behalf. And for that, he is constantly persecuted. That's right, free Tommy Robinson. I hope you're listening, Miss May, and the rest of you 650 cowards in Westminster. I've said it before, I'm sure there's some sort of surgical procedure that our politicians have to have before they're allowed to enter Westminster. And I think it's having their spine removed and replaced with a jellyfish. Now, he would be cringing now at me saying this, I've got to tell you. But it's the truth. For me, what they're doing, the constant persecution, let them carry on. Because the more they persecute, the more he stands up, and the more we will defend him. He has become such an iconic figure, because he's, no matter what they throw at him, threats to kill, threats to cut his children's heads off, threats to murder his wife, his family, he still sticks two fingers up to them. And not until you walk in that man's shoes would you understand the level of intimidation. That is incredible bravery. And he shrugs it off. Honest to God, he just shrugs it off. Now, like I say, he could be sitting back. It's almost like, I don't know what this government's trying to do, but for me, he's become like some sort of Robin Hood figure. Because the Sheriff of Nottingham and all her cronies in Westminster are constantly trying to persecute him, and us, for having a different opinion to them. Now, all the people against Tommy, they have no idea what he's like. And I can assure you, he is a loving father. His children absolutely dote on him, and he dotes on them. And well, I've said to him before, Tom, how do you feel about, what does it not get you sometimes? He says, yeah, Kev, same as you. And people have said to him before, you've got 3 kids, you've got a wife, people are threatening to kill them. Why'd you do it? And he says every single time it's the same answer. I do it exactly because that's what they are doing. I keep doing it because I love my children. I love my children and I want to protect their future. If there is to be a fight, let it be now. I'll do the fighting. I don't want them fighting. And this is how his mind works. back to the media and the fact that they keep constantly slandering about the far right. Oh, it's about as far right as Mrs. Doubtfire. What kind of far right lunatic gets involved with a children's cancer charity and has since sent many families with sick children on holidays to Florida, to Disneyland? I've watched that man transfer money over to these children when it fell short to send his family. And he didn't even think about it, he stumped out, bang. There you go, didn't say a word. He'd be cringing now, I just said that. But if being involved with a kids' cancer charity, how many far-right fascist Nazis do you know do that? Give me a break. There's none. Now, the Amelia May Foundation, which is the charity that we're involved in, we recently done a type of DIY SOS. A young 5-year-old girl with cancer, a little sister of 6, the mum and dad, they were homeless, they got put into a house, and you wouldn't let your dog sleep in this house. Well, I love dogs, I wouldn't let my dog sleep. But you would not let, it was like a squat. Now, the Amelia May Foundation, run by Angie Davis, a wonderful woman, John Murray, and Stuart Davis, Stuart Davis and Angie Davis were the parents of Amelia May. And when they lost their 2-year-old daughter, God bless her, it was absolutely tragic, they decided to start this foundation, along with their uncle, John Murray. And it has blossomed into a fantastic thing. And myself and Tommy have been heavily involved in it. And so has other people like Paula, God bless you. Lots of people involved, Robbie, Mark, lots of people. They know who they are. They give up their time. It took 5 days to do this house. Now, Tommy was supposed to be there, but he was bringing his son. So he's going to show his son the right way. This is a good thing to do, son. That's the kind of father he is. That's not the actions of a far-right fascist. Trying to show his son, this is what good people do, son. They sacrifice their time and help sick people, help people less fortunate than themselves. And that's all I've ever seen Tommy do. Now, just while I'm touching on that, there was in this house, we worked on it, and Tommy was sorely missed. And but we got this guy who was going to build this bespoke princess bed. Can I have my phone? Thank you, brother. Now we got this guy. Let me just find him for you. Let me just find this guy for you. Now what this guy did, I'm gonna call him out here in front of all of you, because this guy is just unbelievable. Now he was supposed to make this bed for the little sick 5-year-old girl, and he took the money for it, the £600, and his name is Stevie Gilligan. He took the money and then reneged on the bed. So the charity were on the Saturday, we were pulling her hair out, running around like lunatics, thinking, where's the bed? The little 5-year-old, beautiful girl, just finished the course of her treatment, was coming home. We were at panic stations. I got hold of this guy on the phone, said, what's the deal? Bruv, help me out here. I've got a sick kid coming home, need the bed. Where is it? Oh, I'm away, he says. You're away. He says to me, can the girl not sleep on the floor until Thursday when I get back? I said, listen mate, no, you need to get the bed here quick. So anyway, top and bottom of it, long and short, we ended up going out and buying another bed. Another £700–800. So then he says to us, I said to him, I want the money refunded into the charity. You scumbag. Now, I don't care about you, your sad story. We're not going to let you rob sick kids dying with cancer or terminally ill cancer or just got cancer, whatever. And he promised to have it in there, but it hasn't got in there. And I said to him, if you don't put it in there, on Saturday, I'm going to make a specific point. I didn't want to do this because this isn't a nice thing to do, and it's not in me. And believe it or not, I haven't got any hate in me, not for anyone. So, but when you start robbing kids' cancers, then we find out he's been on Judge Rinder. I'm just making this point for Tommy, on Tommy's behalf, that this is what he does. He goes to kids' charities, he pretends, he tells them he's going to make a bed, and then he robs them. Just takes the money. So, you, sir, are a scoundrel and a scumbag, and I'm calling you out here today. And one thing's for sure, you start robbing sick children, there'll be no redemption for you, my man. When you get to the pearly gates, you'll be getting a toe pump. I'm sure of it. Right, so back to Tommy, God bless him. Now, the constant persecution. I've rode shotgun with this man, if you like to say. For 15 years, we started this thing together, and we've stuck by each other. And I've never ever felt so bonded to him. I know he's my cousin, but he's also my best friend. And I don't need my thumb for best friends. So he's absolutely loyal. Be loyal to me, and I've been loyal to him. And it hasn't been asked for. Don't get me wrong, there's been times when I'm sure he's wanted to strangle me, especially when I'm singing or snoring. But there's been times where we cross each other and rub each other up the wrong way. But he is the most loyal, decent man I've ever met in my life. And I swear to you, hand on my heart, if he could see you today, a whole sea of his countrymen and women, just sisters and brothers from different mothers, that's how I see it. And that's how he'll see it. He would be truly humble. And I know, when he watches this, I know Robinson, he will get emotional, trust me. So, touching on that, there we have it. He's a genuinely lovely man, and incredibly brave. And I think, truth be known, I don't think there'll ever be a statue of Theresa May or Gordon Brown or Tony Blair, but I reckon one day, I hope, I've got my fingers crossed, I hope and pray that just up the road here, there's a big bronze statue somewhere near Churchill of Tommy Robinson, Stephen Lennon. What a wonderful human being, what an incredibly brave man. And he loves you all, I can assure you. I can assure you. Now, I just want to touch base, I won't bore you much longer. I've had to write this down because a couple of facts that have to be said about his court case and his arrest. Right. So have you read the spin that was put out in the papers? The judge stated that Tommy reading the names of the defendants was contempt of court and risked the trial collapsing. Tommy read those names in the live stream from a BBC article which was already out in the public domain. The list of defendants is publicly available on the court bloody website. If you search Google for that particular case, you will find pictures and details of the suspects already printed by nearly every national UK newspaper. So what did Tommy do exactly that nearly every other reporter in this land did? Right, so every single other case across England the public reported on, you will never, ever hear a judge stating that by the newspapers reporting on it, that they are in some way prejudicing the case. And I'll give you an example. Look at the pictures and the footage of Max Clifford and Rolf Harris fighting their way through hundreds of reporters going into the court on their sex charges. None of those reporters were arrested. And there were no judges commenting on the press that the case will collapse. This just highlights Tommy's absolute sham conviction. And I'll tell you something else. Harsh but fair. So don't be fooled by the corrupt ruling elite. And instead, ask yourself, why are these gang rape cases are shrouded in secrecy when no other cases across the UK are? The answer is simple. The establishment do not want the public to know the full extent and horror going on across this country facilitated by that very same establishment for decades due to the fear of being called racist. Pathetic. Allowing children to be raped and pimped and drugged through fear of being called a racist. Tommy is exposing areas that the state would rather were swept under the carpet, and for that they are trying to have him silenced or preferably murdered in prison by Islamic gangs. Have you ever heard of another case where someone was arrested, tried, sentenced and transferred to a prison all within the space of 180 minutes? No, because it has never happened before. 3 hours. Arrested, cells, Crown Court, judge, tried, sentenced, prison 400 miles away from his home and his family. 13 months. To top it all off, they then tried to cover up and impose state censorship reporting restrictions so that no one would know what they had done. How sinister is that? This just made the story global, with thousands protesting over the weekend. They were left with no other option but to lift the restriction, as it had caused international global outrage. This entire thing is a state cover-up and the persecution of the man who is highlighting the uncomfortable truths that the establishment do not want spoken of. The Free Tommy movement, because that's what it is, it's a Free Tommy movement, is now global and it's getting bigger every single day. Look at the tens of thousands of you here today to show that enough is enough. And we will not let this corrupt government bully us into silence any longer. We will continue to protest each month until the numbers grow and grow to become unstoppable. We will be coming back here in even bigger numbers next month. July the 14th. Put that day in your diary. And if you're on holiday, cancel. So spread the word and let's shut down London. Shut it down. Stop the state persecution of Tommy Robinson. Free Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson. Thank you. On that note, I'm going to bow out. And I would just love to say on a personal note, No. Yeah, but he doesn't want to mention. So, I just want to put a few thank yous in, because I tell you what, on another note, I'm incredibly humbled and I'm privileged to be standing here. And, you know, I love you all. And that's 100% fact. You're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful human beings. And I think you're incredibly brave. Because just to come out here and stand where you're standing, that's courage. And I love you for it. And I know Tommy will love you for it. And he's sitting and languishing in a prison cell for speaking up and defending our freedom of speech, our civil liberties. And I know he'll love you for it. So God bless you. I just want to put a few thank yous out, because I've got to do it. The work that went into organising this today was phenomenal. I swear to God, unbelievable. The people involved, Danny Tomo, absolute legend. He took it upon himself, and before we even got into gear, he had 3/4 of this demonstration organised already. I felt like I was hijacked in my sleep. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable, Danny. God bless you. He's an absolute legend. Unbelievable. Now, that is an unbelievable feat in itself. But this man, he's got a 3-year-old daughter called Lucille Rose. Did I get that right? She's 3 years old and she's going into hospital this month for open heart surgery. So he's had this on his plate, in his mind, and yeah, he's organised the vast majority of this. So I think, massive round of applause for this man. Incredible respect, you. God bless you, Dan. Everybody else, everyone knows Liam Tufts. Wonderful, beautiful man. If ever there was a man that should have his own TV show, he's standing right over there. I'll take him over any of the Muppets we have to watch on the telly. We've got Big Archie, all those unbelievable. Put it all together with Safa, Mr. Safa here. We've got the wonderful, gorgeous Helgower. This is Tommy's PA, has been since the day we started. Our most trusted confidant and colleague. Well done, Hill. Hey, you can have a kiss later. So thanks to all the security, all the stewards. Am I missing anybody out? Tell me, because I'll be gutted. First aiders, where are you? Put your hands up. First aiders, we can't do it without them. Fair play to you. Much respect. I've got a fella. Oh, we got Bill Weir. You can't see him, but he's in the back here. Hello, Bill. God bless you. But the people I want to thank the most are you, the British public, for being stalwart and being steadfast in your support and your convictions. And I love you for being proud of being British. God bless Israel over there. I'll see the old star, David. God bless you. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, and Tommy Robinson, the wonderful people. God bless you all.
Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy Robinson. Can we have all the speakers on the stage, please? Can we have all the speakers on the stage, please? You're not getting away that lightly. Keep it going, come on! This is the finale! Yes! Oh, Tommy Robinson! Oh, Tommy Robinson! Is there any more speakers out the back? Where's Gerard? Gerard Byrne! Where is Mr. Byrne? Gerard, you're missing your moment. Come on the stage. Gerard's coming. Not like that. Come on, Gerard, let's do it.
Come on, Gerard, get your skates on. We can do it, man, we can do it.
Now, before I pass the mic back to Kev, you ain't getting away that easy either. I got rushed and slung in the deep end. As Kevin said, thank you for coming and being here today and coming out of your way and to do it from the heart and the pits of your soul. I love you all to pieces and I sincerely mean that. God bless you all. I was a Kev for the finale. Thank you, London. Yes!